Good morning, Dover.
I'm Haley Brown.
And I'm Michaela Shortino on Tuesday, June 5th.
Today's an A Day and the second day of your last week of school.
There are only 4 more days left. Hang in there.
The SAT word of the day is capitulate, which means to give up or surrender.
In other words, please capitulate your library books and return them before the end of the school year. There is a charge for lost books.
The faculty and staff at Dover High School invites each of you to participate in the Great Dragon Read this summer. We simply want you to read and enjoy books you choose and love. All students and staff who participate will be given an entry ticket next fall in a celebratory luncheon event.
We'll also be celebrating the books you read this summer with a cafe-style event where the entire school will participate in a variety of literary experiences. We will listen to students, teachers, and guest speakers read from literature that moved them and influenced their lives. A list of recommended texts from Dover High School teachers will be distributed all next week for you to choose from to participate in this wonderful event. Happy reading. And now here's a...
Pause.
Yeah, I was going to introduce them.
Sorry, go ahead.
And now here's a word about the event with Miss Drenick and Miss Costello.
As a part of the Great Dragon Read, we would like to promote our recommended summer reading stories. My choice is When Breath Becomes Air by Dr. Paul Kalanithi. I chose this book because of its profound impact. It taught me, the reader, the importance of living in the moment and appreciating all that life has to offer. Knowing that you will die sooner rather than later is a rather unsettling feeling. In his book, When Breath Becomes Air, Dr. Paul Kalanithi says, I began to realize that coming in such close contact with my own mortality had changed both nothing and everything. Before my cancer was diagnosed, I knew that someday I would die, but I didn't know when. After the diagnosis, I knew that someday I would die, but I didn't know when. But now I knew it acutely. The problem wasn't really a scientific one. The fact of death is unsettling. Yet there is no other way to live. How Dr. Kalanithi chooses to live in spite of his impending death is inspirational and worthy of a read this summer. I hope you enjoy it.
My recommendation for a life-changing read is A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. Despite the main character, Francine Nolan's struggles of poverty, her father's alcoholism, and difficult family dynamics, she uses her resourcefulness, keen observations on people, and her love of reading and learning to grow and rise. Reflecting on this idea of growing out of and from adversity, her character suggests that everything struggles to live. Look at that tree growing up there out of the grating. It gets no sun and water only when it rains. It's growing out of sour earth, and it's strong because its hard struggle to live is making it strong. Be sure to check this book out.
Make sure to check some of those books out. Come and support all the talented acts during Concert for a Cause and watch the Dover Talent. The concert will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. in the auditorium. Volunteers are still needed to help with the bake sale and the ticket sales.
Any kind of baked items or store-bought items can be donated and dropped off tomorrow between 5 and 6 p.m. to the middle school lobby.
Do you need to rack up more community service hours over the summer? Well, there are a couple of opportunities for you. The Senior Picnic program will meet every Wednesday starting Memorial Day through Labor Day. For more information, call 845-486-2555. For more community service opportunities, visit Mrs. Conklin or the link below. There are no birthdays today.
How's the weather looking today, Jordan?
Quite frankly, the weather stinks. It is looking rainy all day and there is a high of 69 degrees. The rest of this week is rainy and gloomy, so no Bulls Bridge. Now over to Dan with sports news.
Good morning, everyone. With only 1 week left of school, spring sports are officially over. This past Friday, while at State Quals, Heaven Swan broke the school record for the 1,500-meter run by running a 5:14. Great job, Heaven. Attention any upcoming or current high school students interested in cross-country. There will be an informational meeting today after school in room 1115. Now back to the news desk with Haley and Michaela.
Thanks, Dan. Have a terrific Tuesday, Dover.